Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creation. Do you agree? Yes. Co-creating at its best, really. It is our expectation that today we will go far beyond that which has been before. That's an exhilarating thought, isn't it? In fact, it's the same exhilarating thought you had when you made the decision to come here to begin with. You knew that you would expose yourself to a variety of new contrasting experience which would evoke from you and through you new clarity and therefore new expansion. You remembered then that you are eternally source energy, and you liked the idea of a part of that consciousness being projected into this personality that you know as you. You didn't come forth into this physical body to get things done that needed to be done, because you already so well understood the process of eternal beingness. You just knew that you are eternal, and you were eager to project yourself into an environment that would be satisfying. Our physical human friends so often are seeing physical experience as something so different from that, like you have to make up for something, or like something is already ahead of you and you've already been determined to be less than or unworthy, and like you have to find your way into a better place. But it is our absolute promise to you that you came forth into this personality that you know as you, with an eagerness to pursue life for the thrill and joy of pursuing life. You knew that this environment would inspire new ideas, and you knew that from whatever platform of contrast that you were living, that when a new idea occurred to you, you knew it was logical to you that the new idea would be the new idea and that you wouldn't be up to speed with it. You didn't worry about that at all, because you understood that whenever a new idea would emanate from you in your physical form, that the broader non-physical part of you would capture that new idea, would hold the essence of it, would give undivided attention, meaning never look at the lack or the contrast that produced it, but always look forward to the completion of the new idea. You knew that when that happened, that your new idea would come to fruition, and you knew even more that the universe would expand as a result of it. So you came into this physical body full of eagerness and knowing your worthiness, and eager about the variety into which you would be born, because you knew that variety would spawn new preference, new idea, new desire, new preference, new idea, new desire. You knew that ideas of expansion would flow through you, and you expected to utilize your guidance system to keep up with those new ideas. So we want to give you briefly here just a picture of how it all fits together. You are eternally source energy. Now, many of you say, well, I get it that I must have been something before I was this, and I hope that I will be something after I'm this. And we say, oh, but even more important to know, only a small part of who you really are is here in the personality that you know as you. Small in relationship to the wholeness of who you are, not unimportant, essentially important to the expansion of all that is. So this non-physical energy existed before you were born, and a part of that came forth into this personality that you know as you, where you are, just as you intended to do, exploring. You are exploring the variety, and when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. By synthesizing the data of that which is around you, you're coming to constant new perspectives of what would be better for you from your selfish, which is the only point of view you have, from your selfish perspective. So these rockets of desire are emanating from you. Now here's the part that most of our physical friends have forgotten. This larger part of you, as those rockets of desires emanate from you in your physical form, that larger part of you gives undivided attention to this newly expanded idea. And that idea just like all those that you've launched before, are held in what we've been calling your vibrational escrow. And all that means is your desires are being tended for you by law of attraction, by all that is, in a sort of holding pattern for you, waiting for you to become a full and complete vibrational match to them. And when you are, they manifest into your experience. Now, the wonderful thing about this is that you are constantly amending your desires. So you are in a constant state of becoming. And remember, it's the larger part of you that is doing all of this becoming. You've been hearing about law of attraction. And so as law of attraction now is responding to this vibrational escrow, this vortex of creation is taking place. And do you know what that means? That means that everything that you were before you were born and all of the data that you've put into it since you've been here, all of the, I prefer that, this would be better, I prefer that, this would be better, this would be better, this would be better for me, this would be better for my neighbor, this would be better for the world, this would be better for the economy, this would be better for the environment, this would be better, 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 this would be better. We could go on. We think we will. This would be better, 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 this would be better. Oh, the data that you put forth into this vortex of creation. And Source, who knows that no one would know more clearly than you right there living it, Source then gives undivided attention to what you've been asking for. Now, many of you, you say, yeah, and we say, and everything that you know as manifestation, your earth spinning in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets, the water content, the food growing on your planet, everything that you see that is of a physical nature, all of it was vibrational consciousness first, and all of it was tended by that which we are referring to as Source before it became manifestation. So we're not talking about some insignificant thing when a part of you comes forth from Source and a part of you in your vivid personality explores contrast, and a part of you says this would be better and this would be better, and Source gives undivided attention to what would be better. And then law of attraction goes to work on this vortex, this point of attraction, and all things necessary, hear this, all things necessary for the creation of what you are collectively as mass consciousness and what you are individually as genius creators that you are. All consciousness, non-physical consciousness, focused upon that, and law of attraction responding to that, there is a huge vortex of attraction that is taking place.